right, Mike Demergis along with John Stenko back here at the Hines Athletic Center where the Gales are just about ready to take on the Monmouth Hawks. And the Gales 20-3 on the season, John. And also, did you know a couple of fun facts here by Mike Demergis?
Doing your research.
They are 13-0 when leading at the half. And being that it's Friday, Wing Friday for me, they're 5-0 on Fridays.
There you go.
Were you aware of that?
I was not aware of that. Thank you for educating me.
If we were a betting man, which I no longer am, I would think Iona is going to win today. But certainly this is a game that Iona should take care of easily as they embark on this four-game homestand right now. And a couple of things that, you know, Coach Gotze talked to you want to play a little bit better defense, be a little more focused. And that 18-game win streak's in the past now. Now they got to think about winning the MAC tournament.
Yeah, they got to get their swagger back. I think that's really what it is. D'Amica Martinez said in the pregame interview she felt as if the team went down after the loss to Ryder. They didn't step their game up. They got to get that swagger back. They got to get their confidence back because they got to know they're one of the best teams, if not the best team in the conference.
Well, I think so. And look, you know, you talked about the player matchups, and you had Sarah against D'Amica, and clearly Sarah English does not compare to D'Amica Martinez. And then D'Amica's got so much help. Joy Adams brings so much to the game, even though she didn't have a great game against Manhattan. The double-double. A double-double when I was up in Toronto was a double creamed, double sugar in my coffee. So that's the Tim Hortons double-double. And you got Alicia Powell, who's been, you know, literally spectacular this year, and has been quite the support for D'Amica Martinez. I mean, you get a girl like her in there getting those points when they need it, and playing good defense. The Gales are a well-rounded team.
They are, and let's get to the starting lineups because there's actually a switch to Coach Billy Gotze making a big change in the starting lineup.
Oh, first off, I can't see that from here, so why don't you take the switch right away?
Well, the switch for Iona is that right now Aaliyah Robinson is starting in place of Joy Adams. Joy Adams is going to be coming off the bench. Aaliyah Robinson, who had 15 points off the bench in the win against Manhattan, is going to get the start today. And the sophomore, currently third in the nation in rebounding, is going to start off the bench.
Wow, Leah Robinson getting the start, like you said. D'Amica Martinez starting at guard from Meriden, Connecticut.
Yeah, she led Iona. She had 27 points against Manhattan last time they met up.
Alicia Powell from Philadelphia, PA at guard.
Had 9 assists last time against Manhattan, averaging 20 points per game and roughly 5.5 assists per game in the last two games.
Haley D'Angelo from Long Valley, New Jersey.
Has had more turnovers than assists against Manhattan. It was only the second time this year. The other time was against Monmouth.
And Sabrina Gerador at center.
She played only 7 minutes against Manhattan. She's going to have to step her game up against English.
For the Monmouth Hawks, we got Helena Kurt from Sweden. How about that?
She played only 18 minutes against Iona earlier this year. It was Casey Chambers, the backup point guard, who got the majority of the minutes.
Shavana Palvast from New Zealand.
She leads the team in points, rebounding, and assists per game. She's what makes this offense go.
Christina Mitchell, not so international, from Baltimore, Maryland.
She made her first career start against Iona, and she started every single game since.
Jasmine Walker from North Brunswick, New Jersey.
Had 10 points against Fairfield 2 games ago. It was the first time in over 7 games she had double-digit points, and she's the second leading scorer on this team.
And again, Sarah English from my former hometown of Smithtown, New York.
Yeah, she dominated Iona last time out, and she only played 23 minutes. She didn't play nearly at all the final 10 minutes of the game. You got to think the coaching staff for Monmouth may switch it up this time around.
All right, so we're about ready for tip-off here as Gerador goes to the center of the court.
She'll be tipping off against Sarah English. Monmouth in their away navy blues, Iona in their home whites, and the tip is up. English and Sabrina Gerador go off. Robinson corrals it, and we are underway. Robinson immediately drives left side. Paul Voss matched up on here, currently in the 2-3 zone, and immediately a pass is tipped out of bounds by Monmouth.
Robinson averaging 7.8 points per game. So, as you mentioned in that pregame interview with Coach Gotze, a little bit of tension still going on with Joy Adams.
Maybe trying to motivate her off the bench as Powell now gets it off the inbound, swings it to the right side to D'Amica Martinez. Gerador setting a screen. Now Martinez jab steps, goes to the center of the key. Hedging out is English. Martinez crosses over on Paul Voss, kick out to Robinson. Robinson to the elbow. That pass is stolen away by Kurt. Kurt leading a fast break. Walker to her left. Instead the ball goes out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Alicia Powell.
Yeah, Powell hustling with her all the way down the court and able to knock it away. Robinson just lost it there. A little bit of physical play up top of the court there.
Good transition defense there by Powell.
Yeah, And we talked about Powell doing it in all facets of the game.
Kurt inbounds it, gets it to Paul Voss. Paul Voss missed the shot, but then Kurt gets the offensive rebound, and Monmouth takes the 2-0 lead. You got to think, how will this Iona team respond with Joy Adams starting on the bench?
and Monmouth pressing, too, on defense right to start the game.
Powell, though, is open for three in the corner. It's no good. Robinson pulls down the offensive rebound. She dribbles it out. Now crossing over on Walker, kick out to Powell. Second opportunity, no. Pump fake. Goes baseline, kick out to Martinez. She jab steps on Kurt. Will drive right side. Pass tipped by Kurt. The basket will not count as Martinez looked to finish it after her pass attempt was tipped. But it's a foul on Monmouth.
So Monmouth early on here got the early turnover and made good on it, and pressing defense too.
We are a minute in. Monmouth leads 2-0. D'Angelo looking to inbound and gets it to Robinson off the inbound play. She airballs a jump shot from the baseline. Outlet pass to Kurt. Pulls up for the jumper in front of Powell, and she knocks it down. Kurt with all 4 points for Monmouth, and the Hawks have a 4-0 lead.
Not the way Coach Godsey wanted to start the game. Might be thinking about bringing in Joy Adams.
D'Amica Martinez on the left wing, still being guarded by Kurt. She'll go to the elbow. She'll take the pull-up jumper, and she'll knock that one down. Iona's on the board.
D'Amica Martinez leading the MAC in scoring, so she continues her hot hand.
Walker at the top of the key, feeds it to Paul Voss. Martinez matched up on her. Gales looking to improve their defensive prowess. That's all they worked on during practice, but a great pass by Paul Voss to Mitchell on the baseline, and Monmouth with another two.
Robinson was no match right there, and Coach Godsey standing up right now, doesn't look too happy.
Aaliyah Robinson for three on the transition, no good. Offensive rebound picked up by Gerador. She's trapped in the corner by Paul Voss, throws it off Paul Voss's leg, and they'll stay with Iona.
Gerador using her backside to try and give herself a little room there, but did the smart thing and bounced it off her leg.
Monmouth is coming off an 83-67 loss to Quinnipiac at home, as immediately Joy Adams
now that didn't last too long, did it now? I think she got her message across, though, Coach Godsey.
I believe that's the first game in Joy Adams' career here at Iona she has not started.
It's enough to tick her off, and maybe that's what Coach Godsey wanted to do.
Martinez splits a double team. That pass, though, is stripped by Paul Voss. Already 3 tip balls by Monmouth, and we're just over 2 minutes in.
A lot of European names here. We're not in Sochi.
An international team. They have
certainly
a steal by Alicia Powell on the fast break. Stole right away from Kurt, going coast to coast. Alicia Powell lays it in.
Lays it in with the left hand. Boy, she just whizzed right by our booth here. And she
our papers flew up with the breeze.
Exactly. It was like Ricky Henderson stealing a base.
They're going to call a hand check foul. Hand check foul on Alicia Powell. Matched up on Walker.
Powell by here so fast, I thought she was wearing a cape.
As you see the replay there, Powell going coast to coast, nobody near her.
No, clear.
I was mentioning this Monmouth team is very international. I believe they have people from 6 different countries on this team. Looking at their roster.
Some good scouting on their part. Looking outside of the United States. I don't like their numbers, though. These numbers are a little blocky here. You can't really tell, especially if you're farther away.
Paul Voss from the elbow kicks it to Walker. An open three-pointer is good. Well, Walker knocks it down, gives Monmouth a 9-4 lead with 17 minutes to go here in the first half. Martinez will take a three-point shot. Off back rim, no good. Offensive rebound goes to Powell. Kicks out to D'Angelo. D'Angelo wearing the high, bright pink socks. Yes. Will reset the offense.
They are very bright. I never got used to it, though, with football teams wearing the pink on the socks.
No.
That always threw me off.
Adams, pass tipped by Paul Voss, corralled by Martinez. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Iona still trailing 9-4. Gerador setting a screen. English hedging out. Martinez crosses over Paul Voss, drives right side. Fadeaway jumper, good.
D'Amica Martinez, a couple of big baskets right now, keeping the Gales in this game early on. What we might see here from Monmouth is, they'll get their points early on, and then Iona will just take over. The raw instinct of being the better team should take over.
Kurt from the blocker, jumper, no good. Pass tipped out of bounds. The rebound's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Iona. Martinez on the right side. Gets it to Powell. Powell looking to go baseline. Kurt denies her. Kick out to Martinez for 3. That one is good.
Boy, Robinson, nice.
Right in front of the Monmouth bench, and we are knotted up at 9, under 16 minutes to go. Walker gets it to Kurt. Kurt will take a 3-point shot. That's no good. Rebound. Tipped out of bounds by Walker. They're going to call a foul on Walker, so the ball will go to Iona, and that'll bring us to our first official timeout. As you see, heading into the break, that's D'Amica Martinez coming off a screen from Sabrina Gerador. Knocks down the 3-point shot, and we are knotted at 9. 15:25 to go here in the first half on IonaInsider.com.
The Iona College Gold Club is an association of dedicated friends and alumni who support Gale athletic programs. Annual membership provides the needed academic support services, equipment, and facility upgrades for their student athletes. For more information on the Gold Club, call the Gold Club office at 914-633-2071 or visit on the web at icgales.com. That's www.icgales.com. The Iona College Gold Club, the lifeline for Iona College athletics.
Check out JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue on City Island, serving fresh seafood, sumptuous sizzling steaks, and delicious Italian specialties. JP's is open every day year-round. Come in for lunch at JP's Waterside every day starting at 11. Don't forget about us for catering all your special occasions either. Walk-ins and reservations are accepted. That's JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue right there on City Island. Give us a call at 718-885-3364. That's JP's Waterside Restaurant on City Island.
And Mike DeMurgis back here at the Heinz Athletic Center, where the Gales and the Monmouth Hawks are tied at 9. 15:25 left in the first. And D'Amica Martinez just nailed a 3-pointer. She gets a little box in the corner there. And D'Amica Martinez now, that's her 77th 3-pointer of the season, shooting it over 45%. So the Gales and the Monmouth Hawks tied at 9, and the Gales are going to take the ball up court here with D'Amica Martinez looking to set things up. Dribbles off to the center, off to Powell, to Joy Adams, who did not start the game for the Gales. Powell takes it, drives to the center, feeds it back out to Adams. Adams underneath, blocked. Recovers the ball, looks to feed it out. Finds Powell for the long 3, blocked though by the Hawks. Number 14, Christina Mitchell, with the ball, feeds it off to number 4, Helena Kurt. Number 15, Jasmine Walker drives to the basket, looks, shot, in and out. Looks like it'll be a foul on Joy Adams on number 14, Christina Mitchell. Mitchell on the season from the line is 9 of 19, 47%. And that's her 10th basket from the line of the season. And the Hawks lead it 10-9 now. And that one, not so much. Joy Adams takes the ball, drives it up court, loses it at the top of the center. Off to D'Angelo, to D'Amica. D'Amica to the center. Looking for someone to pass it to, fake right, finds D'Angelo. Joy Adams at the lower part of the court. Adams trying to set up the play here, drives, blocked out though, hard by number 34, Sarah English. English called with the foul. Her first and team's third. As the Hawks lead at 10-9 with 14:10 left in the first. Inbounds to Joy Adams from D'Amica. Adams looking. Shoots and in there. I think she was going to get that over Mitchell. Looked like Mitchell got a little bit of her hand there, but Adams gets her first basket of the night. And there's going to be an offensive foul there. on number 14, Christina Mitchell. I'm sorry, Shavana Paulvist on the foul. Team's fourth. Casey Chambers comes in for Monmouth. Mika Martinez with the ball up court. On the left side, looking dribble crossover. Throws hard, looking for Joy Adams underneath, but Joy was not home yet, so it'll be a turnover for the Gales. Gales lead at 11-10 with 13:36 left. Shavana Paulvis feeds it up underneath. And it looks like it'll be out of bounds there, and it'll be Monmouth ball. And Martinez will call for a foul there. That'll be the third for the Gales. And number 10, Shavana Paulvis loses the ball, but they'll maintain it. Number 5, Mia Hopkins looks to bring it in. And finds Shavana Paulvis. Paulvis with the ball, looks, shoots, banks it. So the Hawks lead it 12-11 with 13:06 left in the first half. And the Gales have a little more on their hands than they were hoping for. D'Angelo with the ball, feeds it out to Aaliyah Powell. Powell drives, feeds it out to Gerador. Gerador from the outside hits the rim. Joy Adams with the rebound and gets it in. So Joy Adams now with her fourth point of the game, second basket. Long pass out to number 5, Shavana Paulvis. Over to number 10. I'm sorry, for Mia Hopkins to Shavana Paulvis. She has the ball at top of the court. Feeds it out to Casey Chambers. Chambers looks to drive, feeds it back out to Paulvis. Paulvis underneath to number 34, Sarah English. Back out to number 11, Casey Chambers, not. Joy Adams gets a rebound, feeds it up to D'Amica Martinez. Martinez gets it in there, and the Gales now lead at 15-12. Ball blocked by Adams, recovered by Monmouth. And we're going to get a foul on number 24, Adams. Her second and the team's fourth. Timeout on the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, time now for our Iona Gales shootout contest brought to you by Smokehouse.
And the Gales lead it 15-12, 11:53 left here in the first half. Joy Adams with 4 points. She did not start the game. Aaliyah Robinson started the game in her presence, and D'Amica Martinez with 9 points. Alicia Powell with 2 points. Meanwhile, the Monmouth Hawks are led by
10 seconds. He did it in record time.
Jasmine Walker with 3 points, I'm sorry, and then Alina Kurt with 4 points. And Christina Mitchell has 3 points.
The Iona College Gold Club is an association of dedicated friends and alumni who support Gale athletic programs. Annual membership provides the needed academic support services, equipment, and facility upgrades for their student athletes. For more information on the Gold Club, call the Gold Club office at 914-633-2071 or visit on the web at icgales.com. That's www.icgales.com. The Iona College Gold Club, the lifeline for Iona College athletics.
Check out JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue on City Island, serving fresh seafood, sumptuous sizzling steaks, and delicious Italian specialties. JP's is open every day year-round. Come in for lunch at JP's Waterside every day starting at 11. Don't forget about us for catering all your special occasions either. Walk-ins and reservations are accepted. That's JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue right there.
And we're back here at the Heinz Athletic Center where the Gales lead the Monmouth Hawks 15-12, and the Hawks have the ball driving towards the basket there and lost by number 34, Sarah English. Gales ball.
Out of bounds, Iona ball.
D'Angelo feeds off to Alicia Powell. Powell being covered by number 15, Jasmine Walker. Powell lost it, tried to go in between two players and lost the ball, but recovered it. Martinez with the ball, top of the court. Sets off the block by Gerador, drive to the right, and shoots and gets it in. Off the board and in for D'Amica Martinez. Point number 11 for her now. So D'Amica Martinez taking control as the Gales are struggling in this game, 17-12, but the Monmouth Hawks staying tight. Monmouth with the ball, number 11. Casey Chambers has the ball at the top of the court. Looks for number 10, Shavonna Paulst, and there you go. 17-15 now. The lead has been cut by the Gales there by the basket by Paulst. D'Angelo with the ball at the top of the court. Feeds off to D'Amica Martinez. Martinez being covered by number 10, Shavonna Paulst. And Martinez over Paulvis, hits the rim. Monmouth recovers by Jasmine Walker. Feed out to number 5, Mia Hopkins. Hopkins looking for somebody, finds number 11, Casey Chambers. Underneath to English and up by number 15, Jasmine Walker.
On the foul, number 11, Casey Chambers.
Casey Chambers with the foul, number 11. Her first and the team's 5th. And D'Angelo will take the ball underneath the basket to feed it to D'Amica Martinez. And the Gales lead it 17-15, 10 minutes left here in the first half. Martinez moves up the court to the left side. Number 10, Shavonna Paulst on her. Feeds it out. It's stolen by Paulst. Off the board and in, and we are tied at 17 as the Monmouth Hawks have come back and tied this game with the Gales with 9:32 left here in the first. D'Angelo looks to feed to Martinez. Martinez up over top and in, nothing but net. D'Amica Martinez, points number 12 and 13. On the afternoon, she has 13 of the Gales' 19 points. Paulvis feeds it over and it's stolen away by D'Amica. That pass intended to number 34, Sarah English. And Aaliyah Robinson couldn't get that basket there underneath, knocked away. And John Stenko, welcome back there with some technical problems.
Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties, anyone. It seems like our audio stream was lacking, but we got that fixed now, and we should be good to go from here on out.
Yeah, since you've been away here, we got quite a tight game. It looked like Iona was going to start to run away with it as it was 17-12, and now it's 19-17.
Yeah, I saw Paulvas make that big 3 from the top of the key, and has there been any offense besides D'Amica Martinez?
She has 13 of the 19 points for the Gales so far. So the Gales need to get some other players in this game.
Again, sorry for the technical difficulties. I promise we will have it sorted out for the men's game, which comes up after this women's game here at the doubleheader at the Heinz Center.
Let's hope so.
And Powell, who drove to the left side, drew the foul. How'd you like doing play-by-play?
I didn't like it at all.
Didn't like it at all?
Didn't like it.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
That's why I never went into it. Not for basketball, I mean, maybe football.
Well, now Rubin's into the game along with Robinson, Martinez, Powell, and D'Angelo for Iona. And D'Angelo has it on the far side right wing. Now she dribbles to the center of the key, kick out to Powell on the left wing.
Boy, you're just making me look bad.
Powell top of the key, driving center of the paint, puts it up with the left hand. It is good, and the foul.
There you go. Alicia Powell getting some points that the Gales desperately need. And Alicia Powell, from the line so far this season, is at 83%, actually closer to 84%.
Shira Shecht.
She was what?
Shira Shecht was called for the personal foul.
Oh, sorry that.
Powell's free throw is up and good. 22-17 the score now.
I thought you called me Shrek.
No, I did not call you Shrek.
And Monmouth moving the ball up the court again.
Now here's Kurt at the top of the key. Sheck looking to set a screen along with Horvatinovic. Now Kurt has on the far side, gets his number 12. Jermaine Buthain. Buthain driving right side, goes right around Powell, but misses the layup. Rebound pulled down by Robinson. Robinson with her eyes forward, drives past the Iona logo. Looking to go coast to coast, kick out. D'Angelo, oh, bad pass. She had an open three, but she had to reach for the pass from Robinson. Now Powell has it, being guarded by Kurt. Pass almost stolen away, but Martinez able to gather. Crosses over now to the free throw line, left wide open. She can't hit the open shot. Offensive rebound being fought for. Rubin touched it out of bounds, trying to save it, so it'll go to Monmouth.
Yeah, pass you were talking about was almost stolen away by Yamina Bethane.
Yamina Bethane seeing her first minutes after that previous timeout. Now she's dribbling the ball, looking to drive on Powell. Now down low, this is Sheck. Spin move on Robinson, layup, no good. Robinson, rebound tipped out of her hands by Sheck.
She had it underneath there and kind of like butter was on it, just slipped right away.
Driving that pass is tipped away. That's Hopkins.
And Powell got her hand in there to knock it away, but Hopkins was able to recover it.
The lead's cut down to 3, 22-19 the score, 7:30 to go here in the first half. Hopkins' first points of the day. Monmouth hanging around here as Iona looking to pull away as Powell driving baseline gets by Horvatinovic. And the foul will be called on the freshman from Red Lion, Pennsylvania.
So the Hawks hanging tough here with the Gales. 22-19 with 7:24 left in the first half.
We'll be right here. We'll be right back with more action here on IonaInsider.com.
Partner of Iona College Athletics. The newly renovated Sheridan is the ideal choice for corporate meetings, religious retreats, athletic teams, and social milestones, including birthdays, bar and bat mitzvahs, and elegant weddings. 379 guest rooms and suites, 20,000 square feet of flexible event space, and the area's most seasoned team of hospitality professionals await your visits. Relax in an indoor heated pool. Keep up your exercise routine with our 24-hour fitness center. Indulge with breakfast in bed. And enjoy great company with friends at the lobby lounge featuring wines rated 90+ during the Sheridan Social Hour. The Sheridan is proudly Stanford's top-ranked full-service hotel on TripAdvisor.com. We invite you to visit and see why. Mike Demergis along with John Stanko back here at the Heinz Athletic Center where the Gales lead the Monmouth Hawks 22-19 with 7:25 left here in the first half. And Coach Gotze, I'm sure, isn't too pleased with her team so far. And most of the damage has been done by the Gales is by D'Amica Martinez. Has 13 of the 22 points that the Gales have been able to put up here so far.
She's shooting 6 of 9 from the floor. As you see that jumper there from the elbow. Nice high release. Tough to defend. Want to thank Steve Colto for taking the time out of his busy Valentine's Day schedule.
Yes,
taking
very
the time
busy
here on the double header here at the Heinz Athletic Center.
Yes, the whole staff here is very busy with Valentine's. You yourself with your weathercaster friend as well, right?
And of course, Steve with
Mike Ritz and Anthony Carlo.
We're all love connections here at the Heinz Athletic Center as Powell's first free throw of the 1-and-1 is good.
Powell, like we mentioned, was about 84% on the season so far.
He's got 5 points on 6 points now and 2 of 4 shooting. She's perfect from the line. We'll look to make it 3 of 3 from the charity stripe, and she does.
I mean, she's 70 of 83 on the year.
Now Kurt being guarded by Spencer Gray, seeing her first minutes of action today, as Bethune to the top of the key being guarded by Rubin. Looks to get it down low to English. English posting up now, double team by Powell and Robinson. English puts up the shot, no good. Horvacinovic, though, gets the offensive rebounds, foul back on the way up.
I don't know what's more impressive, that you're able to pronounce these names and you're able to do it quickly.
I will tell you right now, when it was up, when it was down in Monmouth, this was a struggle. Horvacinovic's first free throw drops in.
Kind of interesting toss there from the free throw line. She kind of almost like hucked it a little bit. There's no arc to it. Just kind of right in there, whisked it right in again. Now a little more arc on that one.
She gets it and shoots it. Really no time in between.
Yeah. No McDonald's arc on that one.
Spencer Gray's long pass to Martinez on the wing was knocked out of bounds by Bethune.
From Union, New Jersey.
Now Rubin to inbound it, getting it to Gray. Last time Iona played Monmouth, the subs got a lot of minutes, but they didn't play particularly well. They spoiled a nearly 20-point Iona lead. But Coach Gotzi going with Rubin and Gray here in the early moments here of the first half.
Yeah, that would take away your sub privileges. You blow a 20-point lead.
Rubin missed the layup on the left side, but the offensive rebound was picked up by Gray. And now Powell has it as he resets the offense. Walker looking to check in along with Paul Voss at the next whistle for the Hawks. Robinson at the elbow, backing down on Kirk, going up strong with the right hand. Nice move there by Aaliyah Robinson.
There you go. Aaliyah getting back in this game.
26-21 the score, 6:30 to go in the first half. Driving baseline. This is Hopkins. Hopkins is going to be called for the charge. Christina Rubin got position underneath on the baseline, took the hit, and draws the foul. As you see the replay here, Hopkins drives, Rubin reads the drive well, and she draws the foul.
And Hopkins tried to go from the right to the left there, too, to try to avoid it, but unavoidable.
That was great team defense there by the Gales. Martinez forcing her baseline where she knew Rubin would come and help.
And Rubin's a big body, so she's got to get in underneath there.
Spencer Gray gets it to the wing to Alicia Powell. Alicia Powell now being guarded by Horvacinovic. Monmouth in a man-to-man defense. We're used to seeing them in a zone right now. As Robinson driving to the paint. That shot's blocked by Paul Voss. Paul Voss lead pass to Walker. Can she go coast to coast with the left hand? Yes, she can. The lead's cut down to 3, 26-23.
That's the kind of play that'll put a charge in a team, so the Gales got to be real careful here. That's a momentum swinger right there with the blocking going coast to coast.
Both teams shooting exceptionally well. Both teams shooting at 47% here in the first half.
And the Gales matched up against a team that doesn't realize that they're not supposed to win this game.
Martinez backing down on Horvacinovic, takes the fadeaway jumper and knocks it down.
Yeah, Zamika's in his zone.
7 of 10 from the floor for 15 points.
It's been all Zamika, 15 of 28 points.
Bethune gets it to, this is Kurt on the left side. Kurt driving on Spencer Gray, looking to go down underneath, and she's going to be called for the foul as she went up for the layup.
Gray looks like she got her hands in there on her.
The foul is on Spencer Gray. Her first in the team 6th. Haley D'Angelo and Joy Adams looking to check back in for Iona. Joy Adams, after not coming off the bench, or after not starting, excuse me, and coming off the bench, has 4 points and 5 rebounds. Adams comes in replacing Rubin, and D'Angelo comes in replacing Gray.
And Kirk on the season shooting from 52%.
Iona leads 28-24.
So there you go. She got her first one, missed her second, and she gets a rebound and misses the roll in.
Misses the easy putback, and Adams pulls down the rebound and now feeds it to D'Angelo. D'Angelo crossing over on Kurt. Now will drive right side. Stops on a dime. Had Powell on the kick out if she wanted her. Now will dish it out to her at the Iona logo. And with 14 seconds on the shot clock, Powell reset the offense. Robinson looking to set a screen. Powell going left side, gets right by Walker and lays it in the finger roll.
Nice with the left hand right in there. Powell, multi-talented.
Walker to Horvacinovic, down low to Paul Voss. Paul Voss's fadeaway off back rim, no good. Rebound tipped by Walker. Now Powell picks it up. Powell will feed it to Martinez. The Coach Carter 3. Yes, the pump fake Oh, that one doesn't fall off the side of the rim. Adams saves it right to D'Angelo. Driving baseline, kick out. Powell, extra pass to Robinson. Robinson for three. No, doesn't fall. And the ball goes out of bounds off the rim.
A lot of action there by the Gales, unable to get that basket. It looked like they were going to get it there. They had so many bodies flying all over the place. Powell.
It was like anticlimactic.
Yeah,
We had
it
all
was very, I thought for sure.
all that great
Robinson
ball
was
movement.
going to bank it in there from three.
Bethune using a screen from Horvacinovic, now matched up with Powell, feeds it to Walker. Walker back to Bethune. Pump fake, Powell doesn't bite. Kick out to Horvacinovic. He'll take a three-point field goal off front rim, no good. Rebound corral by D'Angelo. D'Angelo gets it to Martinez. Martinez looking to go one-on-one on Kurt in the open court. Crossover dribble, step back, baseline, spin move, and she'll draw the foul.
So Martinez will go to the line where she is at 89%.
That's going to bring us to an official timeout with 3:39 to go. The Iona Gales hold a 6-point lead over Monmouth, 30-24.
Division I basketball returns to Springfield this March. The MAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, where somebody could become an NCAA champion. March 6th through the 10th, Mass Mutual Center in Springfield.
ICGales.com is the official online home for Iona College athletics. Keep up with Iona's 22 NCAA Division I athletic teams 24/7. Iona Insider provides live and on-demand streaming audio and video content from game broadcasts, the coaches' shows, and more. Check out the photo gallery to see action shots from the field of competition and other athletic events. You can show your maroon and gold pride with official merchandise from the Gale Shop or a photo from the official photo store. There's so much more that you've got to check out ICGales.com. Go Gale!
Back here on IonaInsider.com, the Gales hold a 6-point lead over the Monmouth Hawks, 30-24. John Stanko and Michael Demerges here courtside as the Gales are going to set a new program record for conference wins and looking to remain atop the Metro Atlantic Conference in sole possession, because a big game over the past week was Fairfield defeating Marist in McCann Arena, the second home conference loss for Marist this year. I'm sure the Gale fans and Gale players were all celebrating that one because they retained first place sole possession, and if both Marist and Iona win out, the Gales will have at least a share of the regular season championship come the end of the regular season.
Well, that's the goal when you break camp and you start the season, and that's what Coach Gotzi's here for. She's supposed to get Iona over the hump and beat Marist.
Well, she's doing a great job so far this season as Martinez makes 1 of 2. And the score is now 31-24.
But before Iona has to worry about Marist, they got to worry about Monmouth right now.
And Chambers checking in for the Hawks after that timeout. Checking in along with Christina Mitchell. Chambers now handling the point guard position. Mitchell now has it, gets it down low. This is Paul Voss. Paul Voss fadeaway jumper over Powell, off back rim, no good. Powell pulls it down. The Pennsylvania native feeds it to Martinez. Martinez, extra pass to Robinson in the corner for 3. That one doesn't drop either. And Bethune pulls down the rebound. Bethune had the open pass to Walker on the fast break, but didn't see her. Instead, it's Chambers.
Struggling overall. I mean, 1 is 7, only 2 points.
Oh, a 3 from deep. Chambers trapped by Martinez and Adams. Loose ball. Pavos gets it, feeds it to Bethune. Bethune butterfingers, and it goes out of bounds.
Not a good offensive series for Monmouth there as the Gales put a little pressure, and the Hawks cracked.
It was a great trap put on by Adams and Martinez to force really that chaotic situation.
They felt the pressure. You know, if you're going to sit back all the time and let the offense dictate, you're not going to get turnovers.
As D'Angelo missed a 3-point field goal, Pavos looking to go coast to coast, puts up the floater. That one does drop.
Good hustle there by Powell trying to come around the backside.
31-26 is the score, 2:20 to go. Powell is backing down on Paul Voss. Kick out to D'Angelo. Extra pass to Robinson. Is this one good? No. Rims in and out. Offensive rebound. Joy Adams picks up her dribble and now feeds to D'Angelo. Back to Martinez. New shot clock for Iona.
Haven't heard much about Joy Adams in the last couple of minutes, I'll tell you that.
Well, she has it on the block now. The fadeaway jumper goes off back rim. Tipped by Robinson. They're going to call a foul on the sophomore.
Coming over the top there. Looked like Spider-Man just flying through the air. Getting production assistance by Michelle Duhan, who's, texting over on the side there.
Incredibly attentive while filming B-roll of this game.
Yes, to detail of the highest order.
Completely oblivious to the fact that we are talking about her, as Christina Mitchell is going to shoot 1 and 1.
And Christina Mitchell on the season is shooting at 45%.
And that first one doesn't fall, and Adams pulls down the rebound.
Now you know why she was at 45%.
Adams pass to Powell. Powell pump fake on Mitchell. Goes to the left side. Kick out. Wide open three-point field goal for D'Angelo. That one does drop.
There you go.
The Gales needed that one. They are now only 2 of 11 from beyond the arc. As Bethune to the MAC logo. Right underneath the free throw line. Misses the jumper, and Adams pulls down the rebound. Adams looking to go coast to coast. She's pushed on the sideline, and she'll head to the free throw line.
And D'Angelo, her 13th three-pointer of the season.
See there in that replay, that beautiful stroke from the red shirt senior captain.
And a lot of arc on that. Joy Adams goes to the line. She's shooting at 73%. Got to get Adams, got to get Aaliyah Robinson in this game.
Adams misses the first free throw. Joy Adams already has 10 rebounds.
It doesn't seem it, and we've said it all season long. The great ones put up the numbers, and they don't look like they're not having a good game. I mean, I think for about 5 or 6 minutes we didn't even mention Joy Adams.
Well, she makes the second free throw there and gives Iona a 35-26 lead.
Well, they expanded their biggest lead of the night, of the afternoon, we should say. With only 1:20 left in the first half, they lead it by 9, 35-26.
Mitchell feeds it down low. This is to Paul Voss. Paul Voss shot is rejected by Aaliyah Robinson. Robinson going coast to coast, double team by Paul Voss and Bethune. She picks up her dribble, kicks it back out to Powell. Powell at the MAC logo, puts up the floater. She's fouled in the process. Looked like she was hit on the side of the head.
Yeah, number 10, Shavana Paulvos, came across there and looked like he gave her a pretty good stroke to the side of the head. Paulvos' second foul.
Sarah English looking to check in for the Hawks.
Alicia Powell coming into the game shooting over at 83%, and as you mentioned, 3 of 3 so far in the game. So that FT percentage shoots up.
Looking for double-digit points here. She's got 9 so far today as the first one up and in. Make it 10.
Sarah English, number 34, back in for Monmouth. Replacing Shavana Paulvos.
Paul Voss takes his seat with 2 personal fouls. English checks in. Now here's Powell, bends her knees, shot up and on his way and good. Gives Iona a double-digit lead at 11, 37-26. We're at a minute to go here in the first half.
And maybe Coach Gotze won't have any Alka-Seltzers at halftime because this was not looking good early on.
Hopkins drives to the center of the lane and puts in a nice little awkward finger roll with the right hand. Cuts the lead back down to 9.
Oh, the finger more of like a palm.
Yeah.
Like a palm lay-in.
Now here's Powell, drives left side, gets right by Chambers, but missed the shot, and the offensive rebound goes fought for between Adams and English. And the jump ball is called. Possession arrow points toward the Hawks. So with 35.9 seconds left in the half,
the Hawks look to cut down that 9-point lead to maybe 7 or 6.
Bethune has it. D'Angelo matched up on her. Bethune using a screen from English. Double team by Adams and D'Angelo. Steal by D'Angelo. Pass to Adams. Adams now driving right side. Kick to Martinez. Hopkins matched up on her.
It's amazing they got that back because it looked like Bethune was going to intercept that, and Adams cut right in front.
Nasty crossover by D'Amica Martinez. Oh, the jump shot doesn't go. Offensive rebound, Joey Adams. She puts it back up and in.
So Adams with the big play on defense. It looked like the ball was going to be taken away by Monmouth, by Bethune. Sets up the play, gets the rebound, and banks it right back in there.
That's a good way to end the first half, right?
I'll say so. 11-point lead. Awesome for the Gales. See there, Robinson with the miss. Adams gets it. Boom. Off the board and in. And that play was all set up on her getting the pass. That looked like it was going to be intercepted by Bethune right there up at midcourt. So they were able to set it up and play a little defense and offense right there.
Here's a steal there by D'Angelo, as you mentioned. D'Angelo throws the pass wildly, and then Joy Adams intercepts it from Bethune.
Yeah.
And then starts the whole offensive possession for the Gales.
That's kind of like football, where the receiver right there all of a sudden turns into the defender right there, was able to take the ball away from Bethune.
Well, it's a great way to end the first half if you're Iona. 39-28 of the score. The Gales looking to set a program record for conference wins here at the Heinz Athletic Center on Play for K-Day. Second half just 15 minutes away. The Gales leading Monmouth 39-28.
The House of Sports is Westchester's premier youth sports training facility, specializing in skill-based teaching and coaching. The House of Sports focuses on basketball, lacrosse, baseball, and performance training. Their 120,000-square-foot facility is located in Ardsley, New York, which is just minutes away from Manhattan, northern New Jersey, and Connecticut. Be sure to visit their website at www.houseofsportsny.com or give them a call today at 914-479-5419.
Division I basketball returns to Springfield this March. The MAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, where somebody could become an NCAA champion. March 6th through the 10th, Mass Mutual Center in Springfield.
Gets it off from midcourt.
Get your tickets for the MAC Basketball Championship and get into the action.
All the way to the finish.
At Ticketmaster.com, Massachusetts.com, or at the Mass Mutual Center box office. Presented by Mass Mutual Financial Group.
The Sheraton Stanford Hotel is a proud lodging partner of Iona College Athletics. The newly renovated Sheraton is the ideal choice for corporate meetings, religious retreats, athletic teams, and social milestones, including birthdays, bar and bat mitzvahs, and elegant weddings. 379 guest rooms and suites, 20,000 square feet of flexible event space, and the area's most seasoned team of hospitality professionals await your visits. Relax in an indoor heated pool. Keep up your exercise routine with our 24-hour fitness center. Indulge with breakfast in bed. And enjoy great company with friends at the lobby lounge featuring wines rated 90+ during the Sheraton Social Hour. The Sheraton is proudly Stanford's top-ranked full-service hotel on TripAdvisor.com. We invite you to visit and see why.
Back here on IonaInsider.com, it's the halftime show, being joined by Director of Operations Eric Alston and Assistant Director of Operations Mike Ritz. Thank you guys both for joining me.
Oh, anytime, Johnny.
The Gales hold a 39-28 lead, 11-point lead. It was usually a single-digit lead for the majority of the first half. However, the Gales were able to pull out late here in the opening portion. What did you guys see in the first half? Mike, we'll start with you.
I think that was a big bucket by Joy to end the half to put it up double digits. What I take away from it is we shot 2 for 11 from the three-point line, and we have an 11-point lead. That's great, because usually we tend to struggle or be down when we're struggling from the three-point line. So the fact that we're 2 for 11 from three and have a double-digit lead, that's great.
I'd say the same. 2 for 11 is big. But also, if you look at it, we held the team to 28 points, which is huge, which shows our defense's intense for this half. Second half, we have to come out a little stronger on defense to make it more intense. But we learned our lesson from when we played at Monmouth. We were up 24 and blew that lead, so we're not trying to relive that moment again.
No, we're not. The Gales looking to put this game away. However, something that really stands out to me is only 3 assists on 15 field goals. Seems like the ball movement is a little bit slacking. It's a lot of D'Amica Martinez making her own shots. What do you guys think?
I think that Billy Godsey, that's something she's working on downstairs right now, because in practice we work on a lot of ball movement. We work on swinging the ball. If a team is playing zone, it's hard for them to defend us if we're swinging the ball. So a lot of movement, a lot of passing the ball. So you'll see a lot of that change in the second half.
I also think it's because Alicia Powell's having a pretty good game. When if she's bringing up the ball and her first couple shots are falling, she's going to take it to the rack, and it's been there. the paint has really been open so far for us, and that's where the majority of our points come from. Something that we're really not used to for us, especially as big as Monmouth is. So when Leisha's kind of playing pretty well, if she's bringing up the ball and she can take it. So I think that plays into it too. But Eric said it. I think Billy's really working on it downstairs, because throughout all practice this week, we've really worked on ball movement.
Well, there was a big switch today here in the starting lineup. It was Aaliyah Robinson starting for Joy Adams. And I can tell you that surprised me when it came up here on the official stats before the game. I mean, what's your guys' take? Were you surprised? Was it something Coach Billy Gotzi was maybe hinting at during practice?
Not really surprised. She said it in practice. But that's something she does to motivate her players. She knows how to get under their skin, but in a positive way. She knows how to push them to the next level, and that's something Joy needed. She's a dominant player, and we need her to be that dominant player from once she steps on the court to the end of the game. I
mean, it's almost tough to say, like, lackluster, but sometimes what Coach Gotzi stresses is Joy needs to come out and be ready to play 24/7, and that's something that Coach Gotzi didn't really see. So to get her motivated, sit her for the first couple minutes, really get her to watch somebody else take her starting spot, and she gets 11 rebounds in the first half. So it was a great strategy, because Joy came out and she was ready to play today. She's 7 points, 11 rebounds already in the first half, and you can tell Joy's really been stressing, working hard, and fighting for every rebound.
D'Amica Martinez leads Iona with 16 points. She's shooting 7 of 12 from the floor. However, most of her shots are coming from inside the arc. We haven't seen that tendency in quite a couple of games. Eric, how do you like D'Amica's play so far?
I like it. If you look at her not forcing any shots from the three-point line, she's really getting inside. That's D'Amica's game. Really, anywhere on the court is D'Amica's game, to be honest. But once she starts to get inside, that's dangerous territory. I mean, a lot of them are going to drop, but so far so good from D'Amica Martinez.
I think also Monmouth's been scouting to, you know what, have her drive, because I think they go up to help. They have Sarah English, or they have one of their posts come up and double team her at the three-point line. So because they're posts, she's able to blow by them a little bit and get into the elbow, where she can either pass or just get that shot from the elbow, which she's been effective so far, shooting 7 of 12. So I really like this part of D'Amica's game, not just hoisting the open three, but getting in, looking for the best shot possible on every possession.
The Gales leading 39-28. They're coming off really what was kind of an ugly win against Manhattan. The second half was not Iona's best basketball by any means, but you guys got to see a full week of practice. It was the first time the team got to have that full week in quite a while. What did the coaches really emphasize during that stretch?
Well, if you look at the high standards that Billy Gotzi holds the team to, and the coaching staff to, it's very high. So really that win felt like a loss, even though we won. We know we're much better than that. We didn't really dominate or play our tempo the whole game. But she stresses playing our tempo, playing our game from the beginning to the end, not letting any other team dictate. And championship teams, they practice hard, and no matter what team they're playing, they play like it's a championship game. So that's what she was really stressing. 100% effort from once you step on the court to once you step off, just the little things.
You could tell after the Manhattan game, even the girls' attitude, like Coach Gotzi didn't even have to say anything. You could just tell the girls were hanging their head coming out of the locker room, and that's not what they usually do after a win. They're obviously not a silent bunch. So coming out of the locker room, and they had their heads down, that they knew that they didn't play that well. Granted, any win you can get on the road in conference is good, and that's something that you can kind of build from, especially coming off a loss against Ryder. But, yeah, Coach Gotzi didn't like the way we played. She didn't feel like we played Iona basketball for 40 straight minutes, and that's something that she stressed in practice. Just play our game for 40 minutes and don't even worry about the scoreboard, because we should be on top. If we play Iona basketball for 40 straight minutes, we should be okay.
Speaking of road victories, there was a big one in conference. It was Fairfield going to Marist, to McCann Arena, and defeating the Red Foxes, a second home conference loss for Marist this year. Were you guys following that game when it was going on, and how happy were you when you saw that Fairfield was able to upset Marist at home?
To be honest, I was out with my fiance.
Priorities. I understand.
No, but Mike Ritz texted me, and I was really surprised and shocked, but I was really happy. So the rest of the date night went really well. Yeah. But it was, Fairfield's a very tough team. They're a great team. I'm not even going to diminish that. So for them to go out there and pull out the win, it's still an eye-opener that Fairfield is a team to respect in the conference, even though they're third right now. They're a dominant team, and for them to go in there and pull out the win in Marist, that's not an easy task, but kudos to them for doing that.
It also shows how it's probably the most open the MAC has been for a while now, because Marist has just been so dominant, but not just with us winning. beating them there at their place. Seeing another team like Fairfield go into their place on their Pack the House night, which we've obviously seen, it's not quiet at McCann Arena during their Pack the House night. So that's a tough environment to go in and pull out a win. So see Fairfield also pull out that win will show other teams that, you know what, Marist might not be the same Marist team that has won 8 consecutive and 9 out of their last 10 MAC championships. So it's going to be interesting. Like I think to the top 5 teams really have a shot at really making some noise in Springfield.
Now, you mentioned before, this team is not a quiet bunch. After a win, they're pretty vocal. They like to laugh. You hear them when they come towards you.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys are around this team 24/7. Who was the loudest player on this Iona team?
Spencer Gray.
Spencer Gray.
The freshman Spencer Gray is the loudest person on the team. We joke with her all the time about, tone it down, Spencer. She's, what? But you know what? You enjoy it. You learn to love it. And you just grow a part of it. It's a family right here.
But yeah, definitely Spencer. I would also say Sabrina.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it's good for Spence to be that loud as a freshman and also as a point guard. So, I mean, that's good to see. That's something that Billy Godse actually talks about, her being that vocal off the court. They kind of want to see that translate onto the court, being a point guard. But also, you see Sabrina between her dancing in practice and just being loud in the academic center. So, yeah, this is definitely a loud bunch, especially on the bus, too.
Oh, yeah.
Only after a win, though.
Only after a win.
Yeah,
they know.
They know. They know.
Also, I want to point out, because last time Iona played Monmouth, the subs came in with a 24-point lead, and they saw it squandered. Today, though, you saw Spencer Gray come in the first half. You saw Christina Rubin come in the first half as well, and Sabrina Gerardor only played 10 minutes. What to say about Coach Godse maybe playing those subs a little bit more today than maybe she did against Monmouth, maybe putting them in here in the first half?
I think that she's going to put them in not all at one time, but one by one, or at least 2 of them out there at a time, with some form of leadership out there, because it can be overwhelming a little bit if you're not used to playing and you get those big minutes to come in and play. But she's gonna throw, hey, if you're on the team, you need to be ready to play. So I think the girls, they learned from that last Monmouth game, and they're ready. They know that when their number is called to step up, and they know what to do.
Yeah, I think it was an eye-opener for the coaching staff as well as the players that came in. First of all, they got about 10. That's probably the most minutes they've played consecutively at Monmouth. So that also the experience and just that feeling after the game that, look, this is what ended up happening when they came back. So obviously the people who were in, the subs that were in, they don't want that to happen again. It's almost a motivational tool because we ended up pulling away with the win. So it's like, you know what, no harm, no foul. And then now they're ready to play. Especially Spencer, and now that she's in, I really think she's more focused on the court, and we saw it here today. She's playing pretty good minutes.
At the start of the second half, who do you expect to start on the floor, Leah Robinson or Joy Adams?
Oh, good question. I would say Joy Adams. She proved herself a little bit, but also Coach Godse is really firm in her word, sticks to her word. So it can go either way.
It can go either way.
It could go any which way, but my guess would be Joy.
Yeah, I mean, if Aaliyah hit a couple more shots in the first half, I would say it'd be a no-brainer, Aaliyah. But she also might go, you know what, original 5 out. We'll see. This still might be, you know, it worked out. She got 7 and 11 with sitting out the first couple minutes. Maybe she goes back to it again to keep Joy fresh and probably out of foul trouble for the rest of the game. So I can also see her playing Aaliyah.
All right, what are the keys for Iona to get this victory today? They're up by 11 now. What are the keys for them to pull away and get the W?
Defense, defense, defense.
Is that simple?
It's that simple. Our offense comes from our defense. We're a transition team, and once we get some stops, we can get out and run.
We got to limit offensive rebounding. That's one thing that she stressed all week this week is they're bigger than us. There's no question in that, and we just need to box out. And if we limit offensive rebounds, they're not going to score that much, and then we can get on the transition, like Eric said, and put some points on the board.
All right, Director of Operations Eric Alston, Assistant Director of Operations Mike Rich. Thank you for joining me here on the Iona Insider Halftime Show. Second half just moments away here between the Iona Gales and the Monmouth Hawks.
The House of Sports is Westchester's premier youth sports training facility, specializing in skill-based teaching and coaching. The House of Sports focuses on basketball, lacrosse, baseball, and performance training. Their 120,000-square-foot facility is located in Ardsley, New York, which is just minutes away from Manhattan, northern New Jersey, and Connecticut. Be sure to visit their website at www.houseofsportsny.com or give them a call today at 914-479-5419.
Division I basketball returns to Springfield this March. The MAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, where somebody could become an NCAA champion. March 6th through the 10th, Mass Mutual Center in Springfield.
Gets it off from midcourt.
Get your tickets for the MAC Basketball Championship and get into the action.
All the way to the finish.
At Ticketmaster.com, MacMassachusetts.com, or at the Mass Mutual Center box office. Presented by Mass Mutual Financial Group.
The Sheraton Stanford Hotel is a proud lodging partner of Iona College Athletics. The newly renovated Sheraton is the ideal choice for corporate meetings, religious retreats, athletic teams, and social milestones, including birthdays, bar and bat mitzvahs, and elegant weddings. 379 guest rooms and suites, 20,000 square feet of flexible event space, and the area's most seasoned team of hospitality professionals await your visits. Relax in an indoor heated pool. Keep up your exercise routine with our 24-hour fitness center. Indulge with breakfast in bed. And enjoy great company with friends at the lobby lounge featuring wines rated 90+ during the Sheraton Social Hour. The Sheraton is proudly Stanford's top-ranked full-service hotel on TripAdvisor.com. We invite you to visit and see why.
Back here on IonaInsider.com, John Sanko with Michael DeMurgis. Mike, do you do everything? Play-by-play, color commentary, commercials? You do everything.
I do a lot of things, and I don't do many very well. Clearly, when we have the technical problems and you stepped aside and threw me under the bus there to do the play-by-play.
Did you want to broadcast or no?
What's that?
Did you want to broadcast or no?
I did want to broadcast. I didn't want to do the play-by-play. Now you know why. I remember early on when you asked me to do the color, you said, why don't you do play? Did you ever do play-by-play? I said, no, I really never had any interest. And the reason was because I stunk at it. And I realized early on that I stunk at play-by-play. I was more born to do a studio talk host show. I leave it to the great play-by-play announcers in sports, like the Gary Cohns of the world. I'm not going to say Michael Kay. I'll say Gary Cohns of the world.
I appreciate that. But if any more technical difficulties, we have the men's play-by-play, Gary Stanley, next to me, so he can sub in.
Well, the worst part is Gary was sitting next to me, and I could see his hair curling that I was so bad. And so I don't want to do play-by-play. Please don't make me do it again. I'll be a good boy.
No more play-by-play for Michael DeMurgis. The Gales, though, leading 39-28 as the second half set to begin. On the floor for Iona, it's going to be the starting five. Jory Adams is going to remain on the bench, and the starting five coming back out from Monmouth as well.
The Gales with an 11-point lead as we start the second half.
Now here's Alicia Powell driving to the free throw line, kick out to Haley D'Angelo. Pump fake down low, fed to Gerador, posting up on English. Hook shot from the left block, no good. Rebounded by Kurt.
And Gerador with no points in the first half.
Mitchell kick out to Paul Voss on the corner for three. Feeds it down low, back to Mitchell. Mitchell dribbles to the MAC logo. Kick back out to Paul Voss. The trifecta, no good. Rebound corralled by Powell. 3-on-2 fast break for the Gales. Powell pulls it back. Now feeds it to Martinez, and the Gales will slow down their offense. Martinez jab step. Paul Voss bit. English hedging out, but Martinez had the open player on the baseline, but Kurt with the steal goes coast to coast. He lays it in with the left hand, and it leads back down to single digits.
Well, that's not the way we wanted to start here the second half, I think.
You mentioned, though, the Gales undefeated when they lead at the half this year.
13-0.
Powell curls around, feeds it back to Haley D'Angelo for three, and it's a 12-point lead for Iona.
So Haley D'Angelo getting her 6 points of the game.
The Iona crowd chanting defense as Paul Voss, using a screen from Mitchell, drives toward the free throw line, puts up a contested jumper, and it falls down.
It didn't look pretty. Her body was kind of contorted a little bit, her upper body, but she was able to get it in.
Helena Kurt leads Monmouth in rebounding with 3. She stands at 5'5", and she's their leading rebounder.
That's incredible. That means I have a shot.
Martinez for 3. It is good. D'Amica Martinez continuing her hot shooting from the first half.
2 of 4 from three-point range, 8 of 13, and 19 points for D'Amica now. The leading scorer in the MAC.
Paul Voss gets to the paint, but she missed the easy layup. Pass was tipped out by English. Now Powell has it. Powell crosses over on Kurt. Martinez jab steps off the feed from Powell. Now she'll take the contested jumper. No good offensive rebound. Robinson, no. It falls in the hands of Gerador. She kicks it back out to Powell. And the Gales have reset their offense. Now D'Angelo has it backing up toward the timeline.
Gales with a 13-point lead now, so looking good.
Martinez contested jumper over Kurt. No good. Paul Vost and English fight for the rebound. They didn't realize they were on the same team, and it goes flying out of bounds.
Paul Vost hits the ground hard there. English just knocked it right down. And D'Amica Martinez, as we mentioned, with the hot hand with 19 points.
Mia Hopkins is going to check in for the Monmouth Hawks, but that's going to bring us to an official timeout as the Hawks call their first timeout here in the second half. The Gales hold a 45-32 lead, 17:34 to go here.
Division I basketball returns to Springfield this March. The MAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, where somebody could become an NCAA champion. March 6th through the 10th, Mass Mutual Center in Springfield. Gets it off from midcourt. Get your tickets for the MAC Basketball Championship and get into the action all the way to the finish at Ticketmaster.com, Massachusetts.com, or at the Mass Mutual Center box office. Presented by Mass Mutual Financial Group.
The Sheraton Stanford Hotel is a proud lodging partner of Iona College Athletics. The newly renovated Sheraton is the ideal choice for corporate meetings, religious retreats, athletic teams, and social milestones, including birthdays, bar and bat mitzvahs, and elegant weddings. 379 guest rooms and suites, 20,000 square feet of flexible event space, and the area's most seasoned team of hospitality professionals await your visits. Relax in an indoor heated pool. Keep up your exercise routine with our 24-hour fitness center. Indulge with breakfast in bed. And enjoy great company with friends at the lobby lounge featuring wines rated 90+ during the Sheraton Social Hour. The Sheraton is proudly Stanford's top-ranked full-service hotel on TripAdvisor.com. We invite you to visit and see why.
Back here on IonaInsider.com, John Stanko, Michael Demertis, D'Angelo looking to inbound the pass. And immediately, Iona has to call a timeout before a 5-second violation. So Monmouth out of the timeout plays fantastic defense and forces the Gales to call there.
Well, that is something you don't want to do, especially when you're a team that's going to be fighting for the MAC championship. You can't afford those mistakes once you get into the tournament.
The MAC tournament quickly approaching.
Boy, is it ever, huh? A blink of an eye and we're there. Well, you're going to be there from Springfield.
You may join me for the weekend. You've got to decide.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
All these missed classes that have to be made up now.
This is true. Iona, 5 of their last 6 games are at home, but there's only 6 more regular season games before we head to Massachusetts in Springfield.
Start of a 4-game homestand here. As assistant producer Michelle Duhan looks over our shoulder.
And D'Angelo feeds it to the block to Martinez, but it's tipped away by Paul Voss. Now she corrals the loose ball and will bring up the floor for the Hawks, looking to cut into this 13-point Iona lead. Kurt using a screen from Walker to the top of the key. Powell hedging out pretty far. Now it's Hopkins being guarded by Martinez. Hopkins now feeds it to Paul Voss on the right wing. Holding up fist as English coming inside the screen. Almost stripped away by D'Angelo. Now Powell with the loose ball has it knocked out by Kurt. Now it's Walker driving baseline. Kick out to Kurt for 3 at the shot clock. No good. Barely graces off the rim, and Hopkins gets the offensive rebound. New shot clock for the Hawks.
A lot of bodies flying all over the place. And you know what? When you get to sit so close to the court, you get to watch the players. And, boy, Alicia Powell, there's no quitting her.
Hopkins from the free throw line. Great dish down low. Fantastic feed to English. And Sarah English scores her first points of the game.
Unbelievable, especially she was a preview matchup with D'Amica against English. And for her to have only her first point to the game, he was 16-28 left in the game, is unreal.
And Aaliyah Robinson answers right away with a nice free throw line jumper. Gives Iona back a 13-point lead, 47-34.
Robinson's been struggling. Was 2 of 9 now on the afternoon. Had only 1 basket.
Joy Adams is at the scores table for Coach Gotzi. As English down low is fouled on the way to the basket. Foul's going to be called on Alicia Powell.
And Powell, figuring she got the basket, could figure go for a foul there. Now taken out of the game.
Coach Gotze pulls the Lee Robinson aside, has a quick word as the Hawks look to inbound it on the baseline. Kurt gets it to Hopkins, curling toward the basket, puts in the layup, no good, it grazed off the rim, and Martinez pulled it down. Martinez with her eyes forward, dribbles it across the timeline. Crossover on Paul Voss, the pull-up contested jumper, it doesn't fall, and Walker pulls down the rebound. That's not the shot you want Tamika Martinez taking.
No, she has to get it set a little more, but you know what? When she's got 19 points, you can't tell your beast to turn off the beast mode. These athletes have to think there's nothing they can't do. But they have the lead here, and it's a good time to set up the shots and take as much time off the clock as they can with a 13-point lead.
D'Angelo driving to the elbow, dish out to Martinez, bounced off her shin, but D'Angelo corrals the loose ball. Now Adams has the top of the key, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Looking to take Hopkins off the dribble, going straight to the basket, and she'll draw the foul on the way to the hoop.
And Hall, you know, D'Angelo with the quick reflexes, getting the ball back, and then she took a shot by Melina Kurt as she was going back to her position there too, so getting bounced around a little bit.
That'll bring us to an official timeout with 15:21 to go here on IonaInsider.com. The Iona Gales leading the Monmouth Hawks 47-34.
The Iona College Goal Club is an association of dedicated friends and alumni who support Gale athletic programs. Annual membership provides the needed academic support services, equipment, and facility upgrades for their student athletes. For more information on the Goal Club, call the Goal Club office at 914-633-2071 or visit on the web at icgales.com. That's www.icgales.com. The Iona College Goal Club, the lifeline for Iona College athletics.
Check out JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue on City Island, serving fresh seafood, sumptuous sizzling steaks, and delicious Italian specialties. JP's is open every day year-round. Come in for lunch at JP's Waterside every day starting at 11. Don't forget about us for catering all your special occasions either. Walk-ins and reservations are accepted. That's JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue right there on City Island. Give us a call at 718-885-3364. That's JP's Waterside Restaurant on City Island.
Mike DeMurgis and John Senko back here at the Heinz Athletics Center where the Gales lead the Monmouth Hawks 47-34 with 15:21 left here in the game. And the Gales, of course, led by Tamika Martinez with 19 points. Joy Adams with 7 points.
Tamika Martinez, 19 points on 8 of 16 shooting. Also give her 2 rebounds as well. The Gales hold a 13-point edge. They've been kind of in cruise control, I'd say, the past 6 or 7 minutes or so. The end of the first half and here so far in the second half, I think their offense has really been clicking. They've been able to really shut down Monmouth offensively.
And the feature matchup of the game, of course, included Sarah English, and she's been the one that's been shut down with only 2 points so far, and taking only 2 shots. That's the incredible thing.
Now Iona will look to expand on their current lead as Powell has it, trying to do a jab step on Walker. Now it's Gerador down low on the block, goes up strong on English, and she'll draw the foul. That's the confident Gerador we like, going up strong right to the hoop.
And Gerador looking for her first points of the game. 0-2 from the field. Kind of a strange game in some ways. You know, you had Robinson, who's been way off, and Gerador doesn't have any points yet, and they're going hard and getting the hard foul.
I mean, it started off on a weird note with Joy Adams not starting the game as Gerador knocks down the first free throw.
Gerador is shooting 71% from the line. I'll go up a little bit to maybe 72%. We need a mathematician on staff. Can Doohan do math?
I know I can't, as Gerador knocks down the second free throw.
I know Steve can't.
You basically get me to pre-calc, and then I'm good. But anything above pre-calc,
that's it.
Yeah. It flies over my head. I can never be an engineer.
I was never good in geometry.
Walker feeds it to Paul Voss, kicks it out now to Kurt. Will look to take the 3, but the off pass did not allow for that opportunity. As now Hopkins gets it back to Kurt, top of the key. Holding up her fist with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Driving left side, kick out Hopkins for 3. The rainbow, it is good.
Nice. Hopkins there. I like that name, Hopkins, like Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins played the greatest villain, possibly in movie history.
Hannibal Lecter. I'm meeting an old friend for lunch.
And Alicia Powell's meeting that 3-point bucket because it gives the Gales a 52-37 lead with 14:15 to go.
Alicia Powell, 14 points, her first three-pointer of the game. And now that's her 40th three-pointer on the season, John.
Hopkins double teamed by Martinez and Adams. Pass almost stolen away by D'Angelo, but down low English will lay in the bucket.
And Powell should state leads the MAC in her three-point percentage at 50% coming into the game.
Adams on the baseline, kick out to Powell. Why not another one? That one no good off the front of the rim. And the rebound falls in the hands of Paul Voss.
She was about 2 feet away from the arc there, a little too much for her. Martinez looking to get the steal, being very aggressive on defense.
13:26 to go. Iona leads 52-39. Kurt dribbling the ball, feeds it down low to English, pushing up on Gerador. English's shot doesn't drop, but she'll draw the foul.
Personal foul number 3, Sabrina Gerador.
Referee John Levinson said that Gerador got a piece of the elbow.
English coming into the game shooting 42%. 40.9, so actually rounded off, that would be 43, John. You aware of that?
I am. I can do that math. The referees for today are Shannon Feck, John Levinson, and Deborah Garcia. As the first free throw was no good. English is second and up on its way. That one drops. Now Monmouth putting on a bit of a press, but Powell breaks it easily, driving up the sideline, kicks it out to Martinez. Martinez to the block. Cross-court pass to D'Angelo. D'Angelo now feeds it to Gerador, tipped away by Paul Voss. Paul Voss now looking to go on her own fast break. Feed it to Walker. Walker guarded by Powell, and she'll wisely dribble it back out. Walker feeds it down low to Paul Voss, double teamed by Gerador, and that shot is blocked by Gerador. But they're going to call a foul. They're going to say Gerador used the body to get position to block that shot.
Let's see it here. Let's see it here. It looked like a clean block to me.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
And if you did?
I'm not allowed to. You're a professor.
And Paul Voss shooting 65% on the season from the FT line.
That first free throw was good.
Need to create some kind of acronym for free throws, because I always get tongue twisted with them.
Free throws?
Yeah, free throws. Free throws. From the FT line.
Are you going to start that?
I'm surprised Stuart Scott hasn't done it on ESPN, because it is so tongue twisting. I will say this: I did start Ben Jarvis Green Ellis, please hold, the law firm.
Did you really?
I started that on the Roto Experts on Fantasy Sports Channel in Sirius.
You take credit for that.
I was doing it before anybody else was doing it. Ben Jarvis Green Ellis, please hold.
All right.
I guarantee it.
I choose to believe you.
I have no way to prove it, but I guarantee it.
As the referees took an official timeout to correct the score. The scoreboard here at the Heinz Center misread, said 53-41. However, the score is 52-42. So Iona with a 10-point lead will look to add on to that now as D'Angelo feeds it to Powell. Powell gets it to Adams at the elbow. She'll take the uncontested jumper. It doesn't drop, and English pulls down the rebound.
Looks like someone got a piece of Adams there on her elbow a little bit. That's why he came up short.
Just about 12 minutes to go. Iona holds a 10-point lead. Monmouth's still hanging around.
Hanging around, that's it.
That's the one thing the Gales have had trouble doing this year, putting teams away. As Walker feeds it down low to English. Double teamed by D'Angelo and Gerador. Kicked back out to Walker. Now Kurt with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Holds up fist. English setting a screen.
They get a three-pointer here that get them back in this game.
Walker, a 3 off the side of the backboard. And a shot clock violation.
Yeah, they could get a clean shot there.
Yeah, it was a great look. Walker could not convert off the side of the backboard. and the shot clock violation will give Iona possession after this timeout. With 11:56 to go, the Gales hold a 10-point edge, 52-42, here on icgales.com.
The House of Sports is Westchester's premier youth sports training facility, specializing in skill-based teaching and coaching. The House of Sports focuses on basketball, lacrosse, baseball, and performance training. Their 120,000-square-foot facility is located in Ardsley, New York, which is just minutes away from Manhattan, northern New Jersey, and Connecticut. Be sure to visit their website at www.houseofsportsny.com or give them a call today at 914-479-5419.
Go like Iona goes. All Sports International in Yorktown Heights is more than just a travel agency. It's a full-service provider for all of your travel needs. Whether you are one, two, or a team, All Sports International agents are trained to negotiate the lowest airfares. But they do more than just that. Hotels, cars, vans, whatever you need, whether it's far in advance or at the last minute, All Sports International will get it done. You worry about yourself, they'll take care of the rest. Individual or group, business or pleasure, close or far away. The folks at All Sports International will do it all at the lowest possible cost to you. All Sports International in Yorktown Heights. Call 914-243-4590. All Sports International. They make sure the Gales get to all their road games.
Well, it's a schmack attack, and we're back here at the Heinz Athletic Center where the Gales lead Monmouth 52-42 with 11:56 left in the game. And John, here in the second half, the Gales got their mojo going with 3 of 4 3-pointers, and they struggled in the first half with that.
They're only 2 of 11 in the first half. However, the outside's been kind to the Gales thus far. But still a while to go in this game, just under 12 minutes. 10-point lead is nothing. As Monmouth does have talented scorers such as Shavina Paulvost. But now it's Adams on the right wing. Just holds the ball high. Now we'll give it back to Martinez. Jaredor now on the block spin move on English. Handoff to Joy Adams, who's going baseline.
And she just lost it. She couldn't handle it, and the ball kicked out of bounds.
However, you see Adams tap her chest and go, my bad, because that was actually a great look from the center.
Absolutely. If she would have handled it cleanly, she had a nice look at the basket.
Kurt takes a seat along with Jasmine Walker for Monmouth. And with 1 second on the shot clock, Alicia Powell's long 3-point field goal is no good, and the rebound's corralled by Chambers.
And now she is 1 of 5 for 3 points, and that 50% mark is going to go down.
Horvacinovic feeds it down low to English, posting up on Jaredor. That hook shot doesn't fall. Rebound goes to Martinez. I think the Monmouth Hawks are making a conscious effort to feed English more, as Jaredor off a feed from D'Angelo can't finish the layup, and the rebound's pulled down by Hopkins.
A little hip action going on there with the bump. Jaredor doesn't have anything from the field so far this afternoon.
Aaliyah Robinson at the scorer's table looking to check in for Iona. Mia Hopkins taking an uncontested 3. It will not fall, and Martinez will corral the board. Martinez crosses over Paul Voss. Dishes out to D'Angelo for a transition 3. That's an air ball. However, it goes in the hands of Powell, so we'll just call it a pass. And then they're going to call it backcourt violation. D'Angelo couldn't corral the pass from Powell.
So the Gales are 5 of 17 from 3-point range, and the Hawks are 3 of 10. Now the Hawks need some 3-pointers here if they want to get back in this game.
Both teams shooting 40% from the floor. And both teams shooting roughly 30% from the 3-point line. It's been a fairly even game. However, Iona has been able to capitalize on Monmouth turnovers as Paul Voss's jumper from the baseline is no good. The offensive rebound goes to English, though. Now it's Horvacinovic to the jumper from the free throw line. Doesn't fall. Rebound on the ground. Powell corrals it as 2 Monmouth players dive for it. Now Powell feeds it to Adams. Adams crosses over. Oh, but she can't finish the layup.
It looked so good. She just had to finish it off, and that would have been a highlighter.
Now Paul Voss down low, and the pass is stolen away by Adams, but they're going to call a foul.
Some lower hip action going on there as she stole the ball away. So a little too aggressive there by Joy Adams.
Danita Dragikovic checks in the first time.
That's Adams' 3rd foul, team's 4th.
And Christina Rubin checks in, replacing Joy Adams. Adams has 3 personal fouls. Chambers gets it into Hopkins. Had the open three, decides not to shoot it. Now it's Chambers driving toward the MAC logo. She'll give it back to Hopkins. This time she'll take it. That's an air ball.
That hit the net. And
hit the net not in the way you want, meaning it only grazed it, then landed on the end line.
And Jenny Havratinovic tried to smack it back.
Horvatinovic, say it with me.
Horvatinovic.
Horvatinovic.
Try to smack it back. Couldn't do so.
Martinez driving the right side, a fadeaway jumper. That shot is impossible to defend as D'Amica Martinez ends a bit of a scoring drought for Iona.
What is she, MJ? Michael Jordan?
That ends an over 4.5-minute drought for the Gales and gives them a 12-point lead. Now Paul Voss will look to answer with their own jumper. That's no good. And D'Angelo pulls it down.
The Gales gave Monmouth a chance to get in there during that drought, as you said. They couldn't do it.
Horvatinovic with a steal on D'Angelo. Now Hopkins has it, picks up her dribble, guarded by Rubin. Down low, the pass is tipped by Martinez. Loose ball.
Bodies flying everywhere on the court.
Paul Voss and D'Angelo were fighting for it, and they're going to call a foul on Shavana Paulvost. That's her third and the team's third.
Body's getting smacked around under there.
And here's the D'Amica Martinez. That shot is impossible to defend.
Wow. Looked like she was going to drive right in. Took it to the outside.
Walker checking into the game for the Hawks.
It's Spencer Gray in for D'Angelo for the Gales.
Now that dribble is stolen away by Horvatinovic, and she stole it away right from Powell, and Horvatinovic lays it in. That's two consecutive steals from Horvatinovic, and two really careless turnovers by the Gales in a row, and it leads back down to 10.
Whereas Horvatinovic been all game.
Now Powell kick out to Martinez, being guarded by Walker. A bit of a 2-3 zone, it appears. Monmouth is. As Martinez with 5 seconds on the shot clock, kick out to Rubin for three. No good off the side of the rim. Rebound pulled out by Walker. Under 8 minutes to go. Hawks can cut this lead to single digits if they make a bucket here. Paul Voss driving the lane, puts it up, and good with the foul.
Well, there you go. Monmouth back in the game now, officially.
The score is 54-46, 7:53 to go. That's going to bring us to an official timeout. The Monmouth Hawks making a run. Can the Gales hold on? Find out here on IonaInsider.com.
The Sheraton Stanford Hotel is a proud lodging partner of Iona College Athletics. The newly renovated Sheraton is the ideal choice for corporate meetings, religious retreats, athletic teams, and social milestones, including birthdays, bar and bat mitzvahs, and elegant weddings. 379 guest rooms and suites, 20,000 square feet of flexible event space, and the area's most seasoned team of hospitality professionals await your visits. Relax in an indoor heated pool. Keep up your exercise routine with our 24-hour fitness center. Indulge with breakfast in bed. And enjoy great company with friends at the lobby lounge featuring wines rated 90+ during the Sheraton Social Hour. The Sheraton is proudly Stanford's top-ranked full-service hotel on TripAdvisor.com. We invite you to visit and see why.
Back here on ICGales.com, John Stanko and Mike DeMurtis. The Iona Gales hold a 54-46 lead. However, Monmouth cut it down to single digits, and they're making a bit of a run here. Mike, what has allowed the Hawks to get back into this game?
Well, the Gales are missing baskets. It's as simple as that. We had a couple of turnovers, too. You mentioned they had that dry spurt of, what, three minutes plus. You got to make baskets, and, you know, clearly Martinez has been the leader. 21 of the 54 points the Gales have put up. Gerador only has 2 points. D'Angelo 6. Adams 7. So,
as you see here, the player matchup.
Well, we knew that Martinez was going to dominate this, and, you know, Sarah English just was really no match for D'Amica Martinez. But you got to give credit to our girl Horvatinovic. I'm just going to call her Jenny. So keeping the Hawks in this game.
And Paul Voss knocks down the free throws. You see there, the Gales must have found a way to stop Sarah English. She only has 5 points after 19 in the first matchup. However, it's other players that are stepping up for the Hawks.
And Powell with 14 points, but she's 1 of 5 from 3, and she leads the MAC in that sense, shooting 50%.
Now Martinez for a 3, that's off the back of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound though, Joy Adams. And now a miscommunication on the pass. They're gonna say it was tipped. They're gonna say it was tipped by Horvacinovic, so it'll stay with Iona.
Well, they got a break there. We only have a 7-point lead with 7:24 left in the game. So, Coach Gotze, I'm sure, is not going to be too happy about this, even if they win the game.
And now Alicia Powell gives it to Martinez on the right wing, and Martinez will dribble it back up to the top of the key. Horvacinovic was looking for the steal. Says Martinez kicking it out to Powell. They're going to call a traveling violation on the junior. And this is starting to get into danger zone right now.
Well, yeah, we talked about it earlier that, you know, within 10 points, it's always a danger. If you get beyond the 10 points, then you force teams to kind of force the issue and they get out of their game. I mean, 7 points is really nothing.
Now Chambers feeds it to Horvacinovic, gets it down low to Paul Voss, kick out for 3 for Walker. Oh, no good. That would have been a big bucket for the Hawks. But Robinson pulls down the rebound. Great pass to Adams. Can she finish the layup? No, but she will draw the foul. That was a great look from Aaliyah Robinson on the fast break, though.
And Adams with a couple of opportunities this half to finish the play. I mean, it looked like it was going to be a great basket right there, and she couldn't finish it. That's the second one here in the last few minutes that she had looked like she couldn't finish the play.
Joy Adams has been quiet here this second half, had double-digit rebounds in the first half. However, only 12 in the game as she knocks down the first free throw. That's her first points of the second half.
Adams comes into this game shooting 73% from the FT line.
You're really going to stick with that FT line? As Adams knocks down the second. Adams now with only 2 points and 1 rebound here in the second half.
Well, they're going to need her to get some points and keep getting the rebounds here because, like we said, Mom is just not going away just yet.
And maybe get to the FT line.
And get to the FT line.
Down low, Dragicevic loses control of it, kicks it back out to Paul Voss for 3. No good. Rebound pulled in by Aaliyah Robinson. She falls to the ground, and that's going to be a traveling violation on Aaliyah Robinson.
That's a tough way to get a traveling violation. And she hit the ground hard. Looked like she got smacked in the head, too.
Chambers to inbound it. Gets it to Dragicevic. Dragicevic hands it back off to Chambers now. Iona, in their classic man-to-man defense, could really use a stop here, as the Hawks have been able to get on a little bit of a run right now and cut the lead down to 7. As the pass down low by Dragicevic was tipped out of bounds by Joy Adams. So we'll stay with the Hawks. 6:06 to go, 15 seconds on the shot clock. 56-47, the Gales lead. Dragicevic off the inbound, kick out to Chambers. A long 2-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Aaliyah Robinson. Robinson now with 6 rebounds on the day.
Well, Monmouth continuing to hang around. We've got to see if the Gales can try and put them away here. I mean, it's something that Coach Gotze is going to tell her team, look, if you're a championship caliber team, you got to put teams away, and we're already down to under 6 minutes here. So if you ask me, they haven't done the job yet.
Aaliyah Robinson fed the pass down low to Joy Adams on the block. Dragicevic commits the foul. It's her first, the team's 5th. It's been a quick second half, not a lot of whistles, some fluid motion. As Aaliyah Robinson misses the floater on the baseline.
Robinson, tough night, 2 of 9 now. Which actually 2 of 10, check that.
Now Walker will look to get rid of the passes. She picked up her dribble, and now she gets to Chambers, the backup point guard. Helena Kurt on the bench here in the big moments for the Hawks.
Surprise.
Walker hands off to Chambers. Chambers feeds to the corner to Horvacinovic. Horvacinovic, her jumper doesn't fall. Paul Voss the offensive rebound, and she will draw the foul, and she'll head to the free throw line.
Alicia Powell over the top.
3 on Powell, 6 on the team.
Paul Voss' first free throw is good.
Came into the game shooting 65%.
Second up on its way and good. Paul Voss with 18 points on 6 of 16 shooting. She is 5 for 5 from beyond the arc. Also gave her 5 rebounds and 4 assists.
Well-rounded game for Shavino.
She leads the team in both points, rebounds, and assists. She is this Hawks offense as Martinez feeds it to D'Angelo. Gerador at the scores table for Iona.
And we're still at 7 points, so the Gales do need a basket.
Powell drives baseline as it's stripped by Horvacinovic. However, the loose ball finds the hand back of Powell. She fed it to Adams, who missed the layup, but the offensive rebound goes to Powell, and a new shot clock for Iona.
And Powell was denied underneath by number 30, Danica.
Danica.
Forget it.
As Powell now drives baseline on Paul Voss. Cross-court pass to Robinson for 3. It doesn't fall. Dragikovic with the rebound. Aaron pass to Walker, and it bounces off Walker's shoulder, and it'll stay with Iona.
And Drac can't believe it there.
It's 9 turnovers now for Monmouth. As D'Angelo inbounded to Gerador, then fed it back to the point guard. And now roughly 4 minutes to go. Exactly, now under 4 minutes to go. The Gales look to hold on to this one. Martinez for 3, no good. Offensive rebound to Aaliyah Robinson. Aaliyah Robinson driving to the elbow, looked to feed it down low to the block, but nobody was there. They're going to say the pass was tipped. And so it's going to stay with Iona.
Gales get a break there. That wasn't a pretty pass from Robinson to Adams, and it just went out of bounds, but looks like it went out of bounds on a Monmouth player.
So with 3:48 to go, the score is 56-49. The Gales hold the edge here on icgales.com.
Division I basketball returns to Springfield this March. The MAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, where somebody could become an NCAA champion. March 6th through the 10th, Mass Mutual Center in Springfield. Get your tickets for the MAC Basketball Championship and get into the action all the way to the finish at Ticketmaster.com, MacMassachusetts.com, or at the Mass Mutual Center box office. Presented by Mass Mutual Financial Group.
ICGales.com is the official online home for Iona College Athletics. Keep up with Iona's 22 NCAA Division I athletic teams 24/7. Iona Insider provides live and on-demand streaming audio and video content from game broadcasts to coaches' shows and more. Check out the photo gallery to see action shots from the field of competition and other athletic events. You can show your maroon and gold pride with official merchandise from the Gale Shop or a photo from the official photo store. There's so much more that you've got to check out icgales.com. Go Gale!
Back here on IonaInsider.com, the Gales hold a 56-49 lead over the Monmouth Hawks with 3:48 to go. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Iona Gales. They'll be home against Ryder this Sunday for a big MAC rematch. The Bronx currently at 8-7 in the conference.
And then after that, they got Niagara on the 20th. Niagara 6-9 in the MAC, and then after that on the 22nd, Canisius 5-10. Certainly all winnable games for the Gales.
The Gales look to avenge their loss to Ryder in New Jersey when they come here on Sunday. As off the inbound, Joy Adams dribbles it off her own foot, so it'll go back to Monmouth.
Well, Monmouth still in striking distance here as the Gales have been unable to put this game away.
Now, if you're Iona, it seems like all you want to stop is Paul Voss because she's the only one who's been taking consistent shots. That's Horvacinovic for 3, and as I say that, Horvacinovic knocks down a huge three-point field goal.
Well, we've been waiting all afternoon for Monmouth to get that 3, and they got it from Jenny from the corner. And now the Gales miss a long shot there, and here we go. 4-point game here with 3:40 left. 3:12 left, I'm sorry.
Chambers being matched up by D'Angelo. Down low, fed to Paul Voss. Paul Voss look to travel. She puts up a crazy hook shot, and it falls. And the score is 56-54 with 3 minutes left.
And Coach Gossie's standing up, biting her lips, doesn't know what's going on here.
Alicia Powell looks at checking at the next whistle for the Gales. This game gotten too close for comfort for Iona.
Well, it was a great show in the early 80s, but it's not a good show right now because we talked about it this whole second half that Monmouth was just sticking around and the Gales were unable to put them away.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Martinez has to do something. Uses a Gerador screen, pushes off on Horvacinovic. She's got to put up a shot.
She's unaware of the clock. She lost composure. She didn't know how much time was left on the clock.
Coach Billy Gotzi hangs her head.
Wow. We could have a huge upset in our hands right here. The Gales unable to put this one away.
Monmouth currently 9th in the conference at 5-9, 6-19 overall, only ahead of Siena and St. Peter's. As now Walker will take the contested jumper, and it drops, and we are knotted at 56 with 2:05 to go.
This is unbelievable. Yale's got to look within their soul to pull this one out.
Powell drives baseline, double team by Dragikovic, and she stepped on the end line, and the ball's going to go back to the Hawks with under 2 minutes to go, and Iona has to call a timeout.
They need to regroup quickly.
Remember, it is a doubleheader here at the Heinz Athletic Center. The men's team will be taking on Monmouth at 7 p.m. after this matchup, and the Gales coming off an exciting victory last time out. A.J. English knocking down a big shot here as you see the replay. Sean Armand feeding A.J. English the contested 3 in the final seconds to give the Gales that victory over St. Peter's. The Gales look to continue their winning streak on the men's side against Monmouth. Tip-off set for 7 p.m. here from the Heinz Athletic Center.
Well, the men's looking to defend their MAC championship, too, as well. We should point that out.
As you see here, Alicia Powell, did she step on the end line? It does appear she did.
D'Amica Martinez unaware of the time left on the shot clock. Alicia Powell unaware where the baseline was right there.
Now Monmouth to bring the ball up the floor, under 2 minutes to go. And they're going to call a foul on Haley D'Angelo.
She ran into her on the backside.
It's a 7th team foul, so it's going to be 1-1. And Monmouth can take the lead.
Casey Chambers shooting 85% from the line. Hoping that number would be less.
Up and on its way, and good.
That looked like it hit the top of the backboard. I don't know if that's going to
count. I do have to agree with you. Coach Gotzi is asking the same question, and she rolls her eyes at the response she gets from the referee.
And the refs are looking too. That looked like it hit the top.
Chambers' second is no good, rebounded by Joy Adams. Now here's Iona. You're down by 1 with under 2 minutes to go. 57-56 the score. D'Angelo left side. Chambers matched up on her. Monmouth in a man-to-man defense. Robinson setting a screen to Martinez now with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Martinez using a D'Angelo screen. Step back. Horvacinovic matched up on her. Martinez can't get an open shot.
Penetrate.
Contested. No good. And the ball goes sailing out of bounds. And it's going to go back to Monmouth.
The Gales couldn't get any penetration underneath. They could not get a good look. And D'Amica Martinez took a weak shot there.
1:21 to go now. New shot clock for Monmouth, obviously, as they now get possession off that air ball from Martinez. Iona putting on a press. Horvacinovic has it, feeds it back to Chambers. Chambers now trapped in the backcourt, gets to Horvacinovic. Cross-court pass to Polvas, and the Hawks break the press. We have 1:10 to go. Gales trailing by 1, 57-56. Chambers dribbling left side. Looking to get down low to Polvas, posting up on Powell. Can't find an open shot. Horvacinovic now driving left side. Has an open lane. She misses the layup. Rebound tipped out. Offensive rebound to Walker. She misses it, and Powell pulls it down with under 1 minute to go. Missed opportunities for Monmouth as Powell loses possession of her dribble, and Coach Billy Gotzi calls a timeout with 47.4 seconds left.
Boy, they got to compose themselves here. They got a break there as Powell lost the ball. They're lucky to get that ball back right there.
Monmouth currently on a 10-0 run over the past 4 minutes and 16 seconds. Iona has missed their last 7 shots and had 4 turnovers in that 4-minute stretch as well. This is not looking good for Iona right now. As you see here on this free throw, it hit the top of the backboard.
It hit the top of the backboard. And the refs were looking at each other, and I think they knew that it wasn't kosher. That doesn't make sense there.
However, that bucket fell, and it gave Monmouth their 1-point lead. As you see the slow motion
right there,
replay.
boom. All right, right on top. See, right on top, right there, right there. See that? If I had the John Madden circle on my pen, I'd show you.
The
right
telecast.
Now. So you got a basketball here, and you got a backboard here, and see how it trajectory of the ball.
Thanks to Steve Coulter, our producer in the back, for that fantastic replay. But that free throw has given Monmouth a 1-point lead. And Iona's offense has not looked good over the past 5 minutes. It's looked stagnant. And right now, they need a bucket now more than ever.
And you talked about Coach Gotze being displeased after the last win over Manhattan. How's she going to feel about this one? Even if they win the game, she's not going to be happy. If they lose it, forget it. I don't know if she's going to talk to us after the game.
Powell gets it into D'Angelo, and here we go. D'Angelo on the left side, feed it to Martinez. Had the open look for three. However, good closeout by Paulvos. Now crossover on Chambers. Contested three. Air ball. Offensive rebound. Robinson. She misses the layup. Offensive rebound. Adams. She puts it up, and she's fouled.
Boy, the Gales got a break there. Again, Martinez didn't have a good look to the basket. Didn't have a good shot.
And now Joy Adams will head to the free throw line. She needs to make these attempts to give Iona a 1-point lead. The shot clock is off with 29.6 seconds left.
And Adams, 73% from the line, 3 of 4 today.
First one up and on its way. And good. We are knotted up at 57.
So Adams, who was in the doghouse to start the game, or actually didn't start the game because she was in the doghouse, now could be the hero getting the hugs from Coach Gotze if she gets the second one.
She knocks down both of them, and she gives Iona a 1-point lead.
Wow.
Sabrina Gerador checks in, replacing Aaliyah Robinson.
30-second timeout.
Well, we have a thriller here. The Gales unable to put the Monmouth Hawks away, and now someone didn't tell Monmouth they weren't supposed to win this game and weren't supposed to be in it. And the Gales, as you said, they missed their last 7 shots. And it was actually more than that. They missed 2 more shots. So actually, it was I believe it was 9 consecutive shots.
They have missed their last 9 shots from the floor.
Yeah. So that's not the way you want to finish off a game.
Iona as a team shot 43% in the first half. However, they are shooting 19% from the floor this half. Below 20% on their attempts from the field. 5 of 26.
This just in. That's not good.
Breaking news.
This just in.
And also, Iona started out 3 for 4 from beyond the arc, which you pointed out. They're now 3 for 13.
Well, I'll tell you what, the keys to winning the game, Coach Gotze talked about character. Well, we're going to find out how much character Iona has right now.
Joey Adams does have a double-double, making those last 2 free throws, 11 points and 14 rebounds. However, that's meaningless right now.
16 games in a row for Joy Adams of having the double-double. One of the surprises, though, has been Alicia Powell, only 1 of 5 from three-point range.
Now here you go, the Iona crowd chanting defense with 25 seconds left. Chambers brings the ball up the floor. Lining up across the free throw line, the Monmouth Hawks are, as Paul Voss now comes to the right wing. Paul Voss looking to set a screen. No, Paul Voss now goes away from the screen from Horvacinovic, puts up the baseline jumper. No good offensive rebound, Dragikovic, and Dragikovic is fouled.
I believe they're going to call Joy Adams there.
Dragikovic is fouled, and she'll head to the charity stripe.
Foul number 24, Joy Adams. 4th personal, 8th team foul.
That foul was on Joy Adams. It was the 8th team foul. It was Joy Adams' 4th.
Danica Draginovic.
She is 56% from the line coming to this game.
She has not taken a free throw attempt today. It is good, the first. We are tied.
Gales in jeopardy, losing their 4th game of the year and their 2nd in MAC. I'm sure Marist checking their phones. And
the Marist Red Foxes are surely watching this game intently, as Iona was expected to win this game.
Hands down. I mean, you looked at the 4 games at home, and these look like the 4 easy wins for the Gales, but that's why they play the games, any level. You can't look past any team, and Coach Gotze wasn't happy about the win over Manhattan. And you know what? I guess she had reason. She knew something that none of us really knew, that her team needed a kick in the butt, and that's why she didn't start Joy Adams.
Jenny Palmatier called that timeout. Interesting, a coach would call a timeout with maybe icing your own player on the free throw line. Not a great free throw shooter on the year. And this free throw attempt,
I do find that a bit odd.
This free throw attempt could give them the lead. Now Dragikovic gets the ball from the referee, dribbles it twice, 3 times, bends her knees, puts it up, it's good. 59-58 the score.
Number 12, Jemiah
Bethune checks into the game.
Bethune was strong off the bench early here in the second half.
D'Angelo gets it, feeds it to Alicia Powell. Powell using her speed to get all the way to the court. She looks to go all the way to the basket. She puts it up. It's good with 3.5 seconds left. Alicia Powell gives the Gales a 16-59 lead. Walker has it. Pass to Chambers. Thrown away by Joy Adams. Joy Adams steps out of bounds. The buzzer sounds, but the referees are obviously going to go to the replay monitor to see how much time was left when Joy Adams stepped out of bounds.
An unbelievable final seconds here at the Hines Athletic Center as Alicia Powell goes coast to coast, would not be denied, gets the basket, and then Joy Adams with the pickoff and goes out of bounds.
Joy Adams goes diving into the scorer's table right beside us.
Almost took you out, took the camera out, took Michelle Duhan out. Here we go, here we have it here, Alicia Powell, and she gets hit hard by number 31, Jenny
Horvacinovic.
Thank you.
And then you see here the pass from Walker, and then it was stolen away by Joy Adams. She goes, hits the scorer's table hard. That pass was intended for Chambers. The way we see it, there must be like 0.4 seconds remaining on the clock.
Wow. What can you do with 0.4 seconds?
As we slow the replay down here, she stepped out of bounds right there.
Is it 0.2 or point? Let's see. Right there.
I'm thinking
there might be a little more. It might be 0.7.
0.7, I think. 0.7 or 0.6 seconds. Fantastic job by Steve Coulter to get this replay and slow it down for us.
That's enough time to get a shot off.
That is enough time to get a shot off. Iona knows that if they win this game, they're going to escape.
Alicia Powell, her 15th and 16th point of the game, her 16th point right there, gives the Gales the 1-point lead. Behind D'Amica Martinez, who has 21 points for the team, but Alicia Powell
also
would not be denied. And like I said, took a hard check from Jenny there towards the end, and we talked about it before. Real tough cookie.
Here we go, Alicia Powell, coast to coast.
See, right there at the top of the arc, I thought she was going to stop and pass it to somebody. I don't know what was going on in her mind. We'll have to ask her after the game what made her take it all the way to the basket. It looked like she paused and was going to feed the ball out.
As you see Chambers there looking on the ground in the Snow Angel because she knows that this might be an opportunity lost to pull off one of the biggest upsets in conference play this year. Also, credit to Alicia Powell with a career-high 10 rebounds and a double-double for her today as well.
Well, she could do it all, and we praised her to the heavens at the start of this game, and she comes through at the end. I mean, you come through at crunch time, and the Gales were so cold, 0-9 during that span, and to win the game here, and it was smart by her to realize they weren't making it from the outside. She took it right to the basket.
Took it right to the basket.
It's infectious when your team is missing. It's like when your team in a football game, the quarterback can't connect with the receiver. The team was cold, and she just sensed they were suffering from that, and she took it right to the basket.
This game has been tied 5 times. There's been 7 lead changes. The majority of those lead changes here have come late. Iona shot 34% today, only 21% from beyond the arc. This has not been a good offensive game whatsoever. As once again, you see that replay here. This is what the officials are looking at.
Alexa might be around 0.6, 0.7. Anything less than that, I'd be surprised. I can't tell exactly when she went out.
Remember, stay tuned here. It's a doubleheader here on IonaInsider.com. The men's team set to take on Monmouth. 30 seconds after the 30 minutes.
They're saying 0.9 seconds, John.
0.9 seconds
wow,
remaining.
That's an eternity to get a shot off. So who are they going to throw it to? What's your bet?
I bet they got to give it to Paul Vost or Horvacinovic. That's who I would give it to. Horvacinovic made that big 3 in the corner that was the catalyst for this Monmouth run, and Paul Vost has been taking all the shots. She's taken 18 shots from the floor. But here we go, 0.9 seconds left. Jared Orr to guard the inbounder. who is Horvachinovic. On the floor for Monmouth is Walker Polvost, as now Coach Billy Gotze wisely calls a timeout of her own.
Well, she got a sense to see the defense, but don't think the Monmouth coach isn't thinking, okay, maybe I'll try and set her up with something. Wow.
Horvachinovic was going to inbound that ball using her length. It was also Jared Orr guarding the pass, was obviously going to try and tip it, and make that clock start right away.
Boy, a lot of tension here at the Heinz Athletic Center on a Friday afternoon.
The Gales looking to have a happy Valentine's Day if they can pull this one out.
Well, I don't think Coach Gotze's going to be pleased either way, to tell you the truth. She'll be a lot happy if they get the win, don't get me wrong.
Chambers, Horvachinovic, Polvost, Walker, and Bethune on the floor for Monmouth. On the floor for Iona, D'Angelo, Sabrina Gerador, Adams, Powell, and Martinez. Horvachinovic gets it, feeds it. The lob pass is stolen away by D'Amica Martinez, and this one's over.
Well, you think they would have had a better plan in there. She kind of just lobbed it up, and D'Amica Martinez would say, hey, I'm here.
60-59, the final. The Gales victorious over the Monmouth Hawks here on Valentine's Day. Stay tuned for the Iron Insider postgame show, where Coach Billy Gotze will join us following the 60-59 win.
Division I basketball returns to Springfield this March. The MAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, where somebody could become an NCAA champion. March 6th through the 10th, Mass Mutual Center in Springfield. Get your tickets for the MAC Basketball Championship and get into
Like to merge us back here at the Heinz Athletic Center with Coach Billy Gotze. Coach, this is the kind of game that makes you get gray hairs, you know?
Gray hairs or it all falls out, one or the other.
Well, first off, we had 7 lead changes. Monmouth had a 10-0 run. You guys were 0 for 9 towards the end there. A little bit of had to be frustrating for you to see that and see that your lead slip away here in the second half.
Yeah, very, very frustrating. You know, I thought we stood around when they went into their zone, and then I thought when we got the ball, we over-dribbled it, and we really weren't trying to move the ball and get into a rhythm of what we normally do. So disappointing that we were stopped so easily against their 3-2 zone, but very happy that Alicia stepped up and knocked down that big shot for us.
What do you do there when a team has 8.8 seconds left in the game to get an inbound pass? What kind of defense were you setting up there?
We just wanted to switch everything behind the ball and then put Bree on the ball, obviously, to try to get a tip on the inbound pass like she did. So, you know, she was big for us, a lot of energy jumping up and down and try to not let it come in.
Okay, congratulations, Coach Gotze, on the win. Up next here is Miss Alicia Powell. So, Alicia, actually turn the mic around there. Perfect. We're good to go. Let me smooth that up there. First off, tell us what's going through your mind there as you took the ball coast to coast. And it looked like as you got to the arc, you slowed up a little bit. Were you thinking about passing it off, or did you say, I'm going to take this all the way to the net?
Well, we had a play planned, but I saw that they were letting me get to the basket all game, so as I brought it up the court, I was just looking and scanning to see what I had, and I had an open lane to the basket, so I hesitated a little bit and exploded to the basket.
And you guys had a double-digit lead here in the second half. What happened? You guys kind of let this thing slip away a little bit. Was it a lack of focus? What were they doing to their defense, to your offense, that you weren't able to get those shots? Because towards the end, you were 0-9 from the field.
I think that when they went zone, it kind of shook us a little bit, and we had to adjust, and I think it took us a little while to adjust, but once we finally adjusted, I think that we realized that we had to pull it out. It got tight, and we lost our lead, so we had to finish the game.
Alicia, take us inside you guys talking on the sideline there, 0.8 seconds left. What's Coach saying to you, and what's going through your mind there?
No fouls, because clearly they were in the bonus, and if we were to foul them, then they would get 2 shots and they could possibly win the game. So we wanted to stay focused and play it to the very end and keep our hands off because they were calling it tight, and that's what we did, finish it out.
Does it help the defense when the Monmouth coach called a timeout there to try and get a look at what they were kind of set up there? Did that help your defense a little bit?
It definitely helps because we know to keep our bigger kids at the basket just in case they switch it and lob it, which they did. So we played it correctly, and Mika caught it, and that was it.
Okay, Alicia Powell, congratulations on the huge win here at the Heinz Athletic Center as the Gales beat Monmouth 60-59, their 21st win of the season. And John Stanko, the hits just keep on coming here for the Gales.
The Gales now 14-1 in MAC play. That's a new program record. They remain atop the conference in this nail biter. 60-59, the final. Alicia Powell's the hero. Let's wrap this one up quick so the men's squad, they can get ready for their broadcast. The final stats here from the Heinz Athletic Center. Monmouth shot 38% from the game. Iona only shot 34%. However, it was 21 points from D'Amica Martinez. She had 16 of those points in the first half, however. Alicia Powell finishes with 16 points, 10 rebounds. She was the hero, her first double-double of her career. Also got to look at Joy Adams coming off the bench.
Yep,
She finished with 11 points and 14 rebounds.
I was so excited to talk to Coach Godsey that I didn't mention that Joy Adams didn't start the game, but the Gales win, that's the bottom line.
Shavana Paulvas led the way for Monmouth with 20 points. Horvatinovic played some big minutes in the second half. However, the Gales were able to pull this one out. And for you watching this game, you were like, oh no, this one's going to get ugly. This could be bad, but we were able to hold on.
You felt that that Monmouth was just hanging around too long, and then Iona just got cold at the wrong time.
However, the Gales pull out the victory 60-59. Remember, stay tuned to IonaInsider.com tonight. The men's team getting set to take on the Monmouth Hawks. Tip-off set for 7 p.m. The Gales, the Lady Gales next be in action this Sunday at 2 when the Rider Bronx come here to visit the Heinz Center. Want to thank you everyone for tuning in this Valentine's Day and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Iona College basketball on ICGales.com was brought to you by the Beachmont Tavern at 750 North Avenue in New Rochelle, right across from the Iona campus. By the Iona College Goal Club, the lifeline for Iona College athletics. By Shannon Beverages, North Avenue in New Rochelle, for all of your beverage needs. Iona basketball is also brought to you by JP's Restaurant on City Island, by Pasta Pasta, by the Yellow Book, and by All Sport International for all of your travel needs. Proceeding was a presentation of the Iona College Athletic Department.